Is Drunk Elephant what Beyonce was singing about in Drunken Love? Hi everyone, it's Shireen. Welcome back to my channel. The other week, Drunk Elephant sent me their The Littles kit, which is basically 8 mini-sized products. It retails for $90 at Sephora, and it's kind of like a juice cleanse but for your skin. So I tried it out for a week. I only use Drunk Elephant products except for one of the days. We'll get into that later, you'll see why. But let me prep you on my skin before we jump into the routine. So my skin is oily, acne prone, and sensitive, but what I really want to touch on is the weekend before I started this routine. So that weekend was daylight savings time, so in addition to my skin already having to adjust to the jet lag of the time difference, that weekend I went to a concert. And I went to this outside area just to get a breath of fresh air because it was so hot in there. But a bunch of people were smoking out there, like cigarettes. And cigarette smoke and just smoke in general irritates my skin so bad, makes it red, breakout, all that stuff. So that's one. After that, we were supposed to go back to my friend's house and sleep there for the night. But we got locked out of her apartment and couldn't get in until noon the next day. So I couldn't wash my face, which means I slept in my makeup, which is terrible, and that also contributed to breakouts. In addition to all of this stuff, it was the week before my visitor arrived, so my skin was already dealing with hormonal acne on top of all this, so it was just a mess. Here's what my skin looked like. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is a 7th one like somewhere on my chin. I feel it. It's one of those painful ones. And then I have a bunch of smaller whiteheads all along my forehead. Like, do you see all of this texture right here and like all along here even as well? It just goes all across my forehead, over to this side. Yeah, it's super cute. I thought it was the perfect time to try out this new skincare routine and show you guys how it worked. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First things first, let's get some water on this face. You want to make sure to use warm water for this because it'll help open up your pores. We're going to start off with this cleanser. This is the Beste No. 9 Jelly Cleanser in Cantaloupe. And it has this really cool twisty top to open. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of this out. So we're going to rub this all over my skin. Usually what I like to do is just let these sit for like 30 seconds. I feel like that just makes it work better. I don't know if it actually does. It's just my preference. After this sits on the skin for a little bit, we're going to wash it off with cold water to close our pores. So next we're just going to pat dry the face. I find that this is the most gentle way to dry your face. Totally recommend it if you don't do it already. Girl, what did you do? Moving on to serum, I'm going to be using the C-Firma Day Serum. I'm going to pump a little bit out into my palm. That's what it looks like. With serums, I like to pat them in. I feel like this helps them absorb better and it just like isn't tugging my skin. This has a faint smell. It reminds me of the woods or like cabins or just camping. Next up, we're going to be using the B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. Apparently this one and C-Firma work really well together, so we're going to try it out. Bro, why are you not coming out? Don't be shy. I love you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one definitely has a gel-like consistency and it is thicker than C-Firma. I'm going to apply this the same exact way though. Just patting it on all over my face, neck, hands, everywhere. It is applying very smoothly on the face. It just kind of glides on. I really love the feeling of this product. On to eyes, we're going to be using the Shaba Complex Eye Serum. Oh, my light just fell. Oh my god. You guys. You know what? We're just going to roll with it. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 pumps of this one. Here's what it looks like. It is white and it has a lightweight cream consistency. For my under eyes, I always like going in with my ring finger and just tapping the product out. This one is absorbing so quickly and I love how it's lightweight. Last up for this morning, we're going to be using the Virgin Marilla Luxury Facial Oil. We're going to go back to the face and just oil it up, baby. 1, 2, 3. Ba-bam. Apparently this is supposed to help give me like a glowy complexion, which I'm all about. If you guys use oils in your skincare routine, how do you usually use them? Do you put them on first and then like a hydrating moisturizer? Or do you do like I do, where you put on the oil last? Personally, I like putting on the oil last because if I do it first, I feel like it's just clogging my pores. And especially since I have oily skin, that is not something I want to be doing. Alright guys, that wraps it up for day one's morning routine. I'll be back at night to show you guys the nighttime routine. So I already cleansed my face using the Beste cleanser. Now we're going to move on to serums and stuff. I'm going to start off with the t.l.c. Frame Boost Glycolic Night Serum. We're going to take a few pumps and then take this all over the face by just dabbing it out with this finger. Now since this is an acid, if you're new to acids, it might be tingling your skin to begin with, but don't worry, that is totally normal. After a few days of using the product, it'll go away. I used this last night and I didn't really have any issues with it. It didn't make my skin sensitive, break out, anything like that. But also I have used a glycolic acid before, so maybe my skin already has a tolerance to it. I'm gonna give this a sec to absorb into my skin. In the meanwhile, we're gonna move on to using the Shava Complex Eye Serum. For the last step, I'm gonna go in with the marula oil just to add some nourishment to my face. You only need a few drops of this one as well. And that's it for tonight, just a super easy 4-step routine. Good morning! It is day 3 and I did not just wake up like this. Can we just appreciate these curls? Fun fact about the Beste cleanser, so it actually says that in the mornings you don't need to wash your face with this cleanser if you wash your face with it the night before. Now I'm not used to that at all, so I went ahead and already washed my face with that cleanser, and now we're gonna jump into a really quick skincare routine. For today, since I did use AHA and BHA last night, you always want to make sure that you're using sunscreen during the day to protect yourself for up to a week after you stop using any sort of acid on your face, because your skin is going to be more sensitive to sunlight, all that stuff. Protect your skin. So I'm going to be applying the C-Firma Day Serum to begin with, and then after that I'm going to go in with the sunscreen. So as you can tell, I still have active breakouts all over my face, but I will say my skin does feel a lot more balanced and just hydrated overall. So that definitely came from the products because my skin was not like that before. I have this little pamphlet that came with the Littles kit and it talks all about the products, whether they're for day, night, what they do, blah blah blah. So it says that C-Firma and this sunscreen go well together. They're like a match made in heaven. They belong together. We belong together. So I'm not gonna separate them. This is the Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense and it has 20% zinc oxide and this really cool twisty top just like the cleanser. Apparently, this sunscreen is not supposed to leave any sort of white traces on your face, which, if you ever use sunscreen, you know that's very common. But we'll see if that actually does work, because I will be applying makeup on after this. I will come back and let you guys know how it works. Something to note about this sunscreen is that it does blend out very easily. There are some sunscreens that I've used where it's like you're just blending and blending forever and it's still not blending into your skin. This one just kind of almost instantly disappears into your skin. You may have noticed that I'm skipping out on the eye serum today. As much as I love it, it doesn't do much for plumping the under eyes, which is what I'm going for today. Now on to apply some makeup and off to the photo shoot. Here are some pics from the photo shoot. I'm happy to announce that there was no white cast. Yes! Okay, I know I said I was gonna use a different eye cream underneath my eyes, but I want to note that I didn't experience any breakouts or irritation to my skin by using these two different products from different brands together. If you want to see that routine and me trying out that product, I will have it linked up here, so check it out if you want. But let's get back into the routine. Alright, it is night 4 and I'm starting off with the t.l.c. Frame Boost Glycolic Night Serum. I absolutely love this stuff. It makes my skin glowy and it also moisturizes my face so well that I don't even need to use a moisturizer with it. Moving on to the eyes, I'm using the Shava Complex Eye Serum and gently patting this around my eye area, and that's it. We're keeping this routine super simple. I just washed my face. I just washed my face. Now on to everything else. I am going to be working out today, outside, out in the world, so I'm going to be applying sunscreen, but first, do you see how firma my skin is getting? It's just only going to get more firma the more I apply this. But in all honesty, my skin is doing so much better. Like, compared to day 1, this is such a major improvement and it's only going to continue to improve, I'm sure. You'll notice that I'm not actually tapping the product into my skin like I was before, like this. I like to switch between 2 different methods. That's one of them, and then another one is just like blending the product upwards. I go upwards because I don't want to be pulling the skin down. That actually creates more wrinkles, so the more you know. Now onto eye serum while I let this absorb on my skin for a little bit. Alright, back to the face. Time to apply the sunscreen. The sunscreen. Boop, 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 boop. This is a very cute look. That is it for day 5. Time to go work out. Adios! Welcome to night 6. So this is one of the only 2 nights this week that I had makeup on, so I wanted to show you guys what the Beste Jelly Cleanser looks like in action when it comes to removing makeup. So one of the problems that I have with cleansers in general is removing mascara. I feel like they just don't do that great of a job, and I always have to go back in to double cleanse my mascara and just really get all of the eye makeup off. So as you can tell, a lot of the mascara just easily slid off with this Beste Jelly Cleanser. Honestly, I'm so impressed with how it took off my mascara, eye makeup, face makeup, everything just came off so easily. Next step is moving on to the t.l.c. Free Boost Glycolic Night Serum, of course, and then the Shava Complex Eye Serum. Super simple, but super effective. Just a side note, all of those breakouts in texture that I had going on around my temples and forehead have completely disappeared by this point. So one of the products that I haven't used yet is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. And this, oh my goodness, you guys, it is so amazing. I wish I started using this on day 1. It's so creamy and it just glides on, melts into your skin, super hydrating. Like, my hands were so soft and my hands are always like elephant dry, not even kidding. I loved it so much that I went back and put it on my face, even though I didn't need any extra moisture. It was so good. Alright, it's the last day of this 7-day challenge. Let's do this. So I already washed my face per usual. I'm not going to be going outside today, so we're going to skip out on the sunscreen and we're going to do a little bit more of an extensive routine. I'm going to start off C-Firma, duh. Alright, so now that that's soaked into my skin, I'm going to move on to the marula oil. I know that the first time I did this, I kind of did it backwards. I applied the marula oil last and Hydra B before that. So it turns out Hydra B is actually something that you use to kind of lock in all the serums and oils. Whoops, it still works, so whatever. Okay, we're gonna give this a little bit of time to soak in. While we do that, of course, we're gonna move on to the eye serum and apply a little bit of that. Let's finish up this face with some B-Hydra. I love how my skin looks so dewy and radiant right now. It's like I have natural highlight. So that's it, guys. We did it. 1 week of using Drunk Elephant's Littles. I know a week isn't long enough to test out a skincare routine. It usually takes about a month, 3 weeks at least. But based on how quickly my skin is already clearing up and healing, I have every reason to believe that these products are going to continue to keep clearing up my skin and working really well. Here's what my skin is looking like right now. It's been about a week and a half that I've been sticking to the skincare routine. I do have 2 identical breakouts in the same spot. Does this happen to anyone else, by the way? Let me know in the comments below. I always get breakouts in the same spot on both sides. And I also have this one. So there's 3 current active breakouts, but those are all just hormonal related and has nothing to do with the products themselves. So as you can tell, my skin has cleared up a lot. I still have acne scarring, of course. Obviously, that's not something that's gonna go away in a week, but it has diminished a lot in redness, and I feel like my face is overall just a lot more calm, bright, even, so I'm really impressed by the Drunk Elephant skincare routine. The Littles kit is a perfect introductory kit to Drunk Elephant products, especially for somebody like me. I've never tried Drunk Elephant products prior to this, and this was a really great way for me to try out multiple different products from the brand, develop my own skincare routine, and figure out which ones I want to purchase full sizes of. I feel like I have enough in here to last me at least 2 or 3 more weeks, so it's definitely a really great investment. My top 4 favorite products from the Littles kit are the C-Firma Day Serum, B-Hydra, which goes along with C-Firma, t.l.c. Free Boost Glycolic Night Serum. The last one is the Shava Complex Eye Serum. One product that I'm not really a huge fan of for my face is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil, but I've been really loving this on my neck as a moisturizer. So if you ever come across any skincare products that don't work for your face, just hear me out, try them on your neck might love them. Or even on your hands or just anywhere else on your body, you never know. Fun fact about this kit, so in this little pouch that it comes with, it has these 2 snaps in the back. Voila. I think this is so cool and so convenient. I have it split up by nighttime and daytime routine. This is so perfect for just putting on the counter and storing all your products, especially if you're traveling or even at home. Super clever packaging on Drunk Elephant's part. Love it. I hope you found this video of trying out Drunk Elephant products for 1 week helpful. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!